My name is Joey with Game Nerdz, and today I'm going to be opening up the wonderful Monster Hunter World board game. I love Monster Hunter very much. I have thousands of hours playing Monster Hunter World, and when I saw that this game existed, I wanted it so bad. So I've just been waiting for it like crazy. We're gonna see what's inside. Okay, this is the Ancient Forest version. There's two core sets that you can get. There's this one, and there's the Wildspire Waste that has a different biome as well as different monsters to take on. We're gonna jump right into it. You have no idea. I've had this in my office for a couple of days, and it's been very hard not to just tear into it. So here we go. I put on my fanciest shirt for this one for sure. We're gonna slice it open. This is my personal copy too. This is going straight home with me. Yeah, yes. As you can see, look at that beautiful art. You've got the Rathalos on here, and look at that, the beautiful Monster Hunter World style art. That is the branding for that game. And look at the players. You got your little kitty cats. Those are Palicos to tell you how many players that you can play with. So you can play with up to 4 friends, but you can also play by yourself if you want, and you can just destroy some monsters. What's the object of this game? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's to fight monsters. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's very simple. You fight the monsters. They drop loot, randomized loot. You can get more rare stuff. You can upgrade your gear. You can upgrade your weapons, and you fight bigger and better and scarier monsters. So, without any further ado, I'm going to open this box. This is very tough to get off of here. Let me go. And this is a big box. This is the deepest box of all time. Oh my goodness. And there we go. Right off the bat. I don't know. Okay, here we go. It's a player aid right here. It's for you to organize your storage tray, but it's got some beautiful art of 3 hunters going after a Rathalos right there. That's what that dragon is called. Look at that. So you can organize your storage tray. So when you get everything out and you mess it up, like I know I'm going to need this to put it all back. And right off the bat, we've already got the insane minis in this set. So look at this. We got some wings right here. Look at the detail. That is unbelievable. Look at that detail. Every little wrinkle in the webbing of that wing. That's awesome. And we've got a few minis here, a few monsters here. We've got our Anjanath. This is a T-Rex vulture-like monster. He's very scary, shoots fire at you, and he's very aggressive. This is huge. This is a huge mini. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Next, we have, this is the body of the Rathalos. This is probably going to be the strongest monster in this current set, but there are expansions where you can get more monsters and even crazier monsters, including Elder Dragons, which are even crazier because Elder Dragon box is like this big. You know, maybe we'll have that in the future, but it's huge. Like they're massive. So the wings go on pretty well. Look, I don't even need any glue or anything like that. And they go on, and they're just, this one won't go in just as easy. Oh, there it goes. Awesome. And we have this awesome Rathalos miniature. The detail is absolutely insane. And that is why I wanted to start learning about painting, because I knew I was going to get this game, and I wanted to learn how to paint it. Look at that. Might not be a very good job, but I'm going to do it. It's happening. It's going to happen. I'm doing it. We've got our beginner. He's kind of a beginner monster. That's the Jagras, the great Jagras. Kind of based on an iguana, and he can eat, and his belly gets really big, and it's really cute. And then you hit it with the hammer. And then a Tobi Kadachi. This is an electric snake squirrel thing. Awesome. Look at that stance. These are so good. Look at the crew. Just chilling right here. Look at the crew. Look at the crew. The whole crew. That's insane. You get to fight each and every one of these monsters. Obviously, you're going to fight this guy first probably. He's going to be the easiest one to take down. You upgrade your gear. Then maybe you can fight this guy. Then maybe you can fight him. And then you move on to the Rathalos. And then you know, that's why you get more expansions and stuff. All right, let me move this out of the way here so we can get into the rest of the game. All right, we got our punch boards. Let's take a look at what we got here. I slice and I dice. It looks like these are maybe health dials, and I know that these are status effects because we've got poison, we've got dragon elements right there, water, fire, sleep. Look at that, blast, electric, awesome. So obviously different kinds of monsters are gonna be weak and strong against certain things. That's what they got there. That's pretty cool. And I forget what these dials are for, but they're very pretty. And this is the game board. Whoa, there's two sides. So you can do different parts of the ancient forest here. So this is gonna have like a little river. You've got your waterfall right there. Your monsters are gonna be here and you're gonna be surrounding it to try to take it out. If you're a ranged character, you're gonna be a little bit further, and we'll get into that very soon as well. Look at that. They're gonna be walking around, being scary. Look at him, he takes up so much. The wing fell off. He takes up so much room there, look at that. I think that's a thing too, like bigger monsters are just gonna take up more spaces and command more of the board. And on the other side, look at that. It's a more mossy area. You see remnants of monsters gone by. You got a little cliffside here, so maybe you can jump off and do some cool attacks. So like I said, it's about fighting monsters. So the rule book doesn't need to be that insane. I mean, it's a nice thick rule book, but it doesn't need to be that crazy. It's probably going to tell you mostly about how you go after the monsters so you can target different parts so they can drop different kinds of loot for you, and you can make gear out of that loot and upgrade your gear, your weapons and your armor and stuff. So look at that full color rule book, very nice production value, pictures from all over the place. Oh, look at that. I love this. Look at the Palicos hanging out, and they cook food for you so you can go out and have all sorts of buffs for you. And he's very serious about what he does. He's very serious about making poutine and steak and chicken fried steak and stuff like that. And this is your quest book, because one of the things that you're going to be able to do is go on quests. You need to take out specific monsters. You're going to have to attack certain parts. There's a very large variety, as you can tell, of things that you can do as far as quests go. Look at that. That's a lot. So there's a lot to do, a lot of fun to be had. So even though it's simple, there's a lot of things that you can do to just really dive in and experience this world. This is where you would put your characters, and I think you would have like it shows like what gear you currently have on you to take on some of the monsters. And of course, so since you have a loot drop table and everything, and your character is going to change as you play, you've got your character sheets here, and you can keep notes about what your character has and so on and so forth. And these are monster cards. I don't need that rondelle knife. I got it myself. So we've got our monster cards here. As you can see, that is the Great Jagras card. It shows where his weak spots are. It shows the kind of things that he's weak to or strong to. And it also has a drop table on the back. So this is the loot that he drops. So you can see what kind of stuff that you're going to make from him. Look at that. There's multiple different ones. I'm not sure why they have multiple ones, but I guess maybe you'll end up marking them up or something. I'm not really sure. Look at that. That's the Tobi Kadachi. I love these like simplified, like ancient kind of artwork that they have for them, for these monsters and stuff. And here we go. And here are your character. Like this is like the Forge reference right here. So basically, that's how this is the loot that you'll need to get to make certain kinds of armor and weapons and such. So this is for like a great sword, and then you can see all the different things that you can get. And to me, that's interesting where they add that like random like loot drop kind of thing from the video game to a board game. And I don't know how common that is, and maybe Spencer can correct me or something, but I don't know how common it is, but I think it's really cool that you have that like crazy random like lucky drop kind of like aspect to the game. I think that's really cool. It's really within the spirit of Monster Hunter. We've got minis, and each mini represents, look at the detail. They have so much detail. Obviously, they represent the different weapons that you're going to end up using and the gear. This guy's got the great sword. Look at the back. It's awesome. Huge. Monster Hunter's known for having these very over-the-top type weapons. This guy's got the dual blades. This one's got the sword and shield, classic sword and shield for fighting monsters and dragons. And the bow. So this is going to be a ranged guy. So you want them to stay like kind of far away from your monster so they can get some nice shots in and go pew, 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 pew. That's how it would go. These are for the dials here, like the health dials and such. And then, you know what? It's been a while since we've seen this. No custom dice. Can you believe it? But I bet I could find some cool dice and make them custom, and it'll be great. Find some that like fit the color scheme and kind of go into that kind of thing, and that would be fun. That was a nice roll, honestly. That wasn't the worst roll ever, was it? Lots of cards. Lots and lots and lots of cards. Let's look at the weapons. So obviously you're going to be able to upgrade and get these new weapons. So you have cards representing your upgrades. Where's that rondelle knife? Here we go. There we go. Boom. Look at these cards. Look at that. And they've got different stats and different attributes that you can use to most effectively fight your monsters. Look at these cards. Look at that. Blast and poison. Got some dual blades here. So maybe these are attack cards. Maybe that's what these are. Oh yeah, there's so much to it. It's one of those kinds of things where it's very much in the spirit of Monster Hunter. It can get very complicated. It can get very deep, but the surface of it is very easy, and that's what makes it so accessible, right? Is it's very easy to just jump into, get into, but when you really want to go deep and you really want to like fight the really crazy, scary monsters, there's so much depth that you can go into to achieve that goal. These are armor cards. You can see what kind of gear that you can have. Look at that. Pretty cool. Look at that t-shirt. Some bone mail. It's a cool shirt. Oh, I love this helmet. That helmet is so cool. Love it. So obviously this armor is going to look like the monsters that you defeat. Like this would be, we saw the Great Jaggerus, this guy right here, and you make a t-shirt out of him like this. And it has like, you know, his little tassels and things like that. That's really cool or really sad depending on who you are, I guess. And then, let's see. Oh, we got more cards here. Let's take a look. Let's get in there. That one had a little room for me to like slice it open there. These are the attack cards. That looks more like it. That looks more like it. And you can see the back, it has just the elemental symbols and weapon symbols and stuff like that. I love the like branding and art that they have. It just covers all like aspects of how the game looks, and it brings it together to have like a really cohesive production value, you know? We got some more weapons. There's another Buster sword here. I love the sword. The sword's really cool, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna confess right here. I'm a hammer bro. Don't at me. I like to hit things with the hammer and break them and knock them out, and it's a lot of fun. That's my favorite weapon in the game. But I use several weapons in the game. Here we go. Those are obviously Palico cards. Ooh, do we get Palico art? Let's take a look. We do. So you do get a Palico, it looks like, in the game, which is awesome. So look at this. Look at that. They're so cute. They're wearing their little armor. Look at that one. So you get gear for them as well, and you can upgrade them to help you fight and to do things like maybe give you some health or something. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that one. He's got a little winter coat on. Super cute. Look, that one has a skull head. I like that one. They're all awesome. There's really cool, unique designs for each kitty cat. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. We're almost down to the end here. Got a few more sets of cards. I think we're just gonna go ahead and this is like Bone Blade. So this must be like when you choose like an upgrade path. There's going to be certain things that certain like paths of weapons. So you can't go from like obviously a Buster sword to a bone sword. So this is going to be like the swords that you can make out of that. This is going to be the swords that you can make out of bone, and they're going to have like their own little attributes and things like that. So that's probably why they're separated that way. And then I believe these are monster attack cards. Yeah, look at that. You've got their symbols on the back. You can see that. That's the Rathalos. That's a blue Rathalos. So there's going to be variants of them as well. And that's probably how they, make it to where you have more monsters without having to buy new monsters. There's variants in the video game. There's variants in here. So you can fight stronger versions of them and such. But yeah, this is going to be their attack cards. So you can see heavy bite. So, monsters bite. They slam you with their head. They'll headbutt you. They'll belly roll. Those are awesome names. There's a backflip slam. So there's a ton of these things that they're going to do. And this is going to how the monsters are going to engage with you. They're going to fight you. And that's it. That's everything that's in there. I'm excited. I've been dying to play this and see it. And I'm telling you right now, it is surreal to finally get to bust this open and see it with my own eyes and hold these monsters in my own hand. It's very exciting. And that is Monster Hunter World. And we did this live. If you enjoyed it, come check out our streams. You might enjoy yourself. And thank you so much for watching.